Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking with Santos from Old Man Gloom. He's an amazing drummer and just a really fun, amazing person. So I'm really excited to have him on today. I'm just bringing him in now. Just excuse me, I don't like mornings. Hey!
Hi.
You're super loud.
Am I really
Awesome.
loud?
No, you were for five seconds. So you're good. Yeah,
Well,
I
I've
keep
got these
forgetting.
sweet AirPod Pros, because I'm professional.
Oh my
So,
God.
I spent the extra hundo to get the fancy ones, so maybe I'm really loud. So you guys will definitely hear me fart and burp and
I
whatever
want,
else I'm
I
gonna
want,
do.
I want the professional ones. I really wanted to get. Are they better?
They
Really?
are better, yeah. I mean, they're still terrible, but they are better, I have to say.
Do they like sit in properly? Because they've got the actual bud things, yeah?
Yeah, I guess kinda. And they got like a little rubber
The
nubbin at the
rubber
top.
nubbin. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We don't need to
Because
fucking talk about Apple. Those guys make enough money. We don't need to sell their fucking products for them.
I know the problem is we all buy them even though we can't help ourselves.
I know. I'm sitting surrounded by bullshit Apple products right now.
Oh God. So how
I
are
don't.
you?
I'm good. What is your name? I'm not sure what your name is.
Renee, Renee.
Renee. Okay, I assumed, but I didn't want to. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Then let's get that out of the way, and then I have something to start with. We
Yes,
need to
go.
talk. We need to talk about the flyer for this whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah,
So
the hilariousness of the dates.
yeah, so well, that's just one aspect of it. There's so just so if anybody wants to, I mean, don't turn this off to look at the flyer, but there was this great interaction where she, Renee put two different dates and she screwed up the dates and was like, I don't remember. I think it was like in one it said July 29th, New York City time, 9 p.m. And then next to it it said
It was my birthday.
September 30th, Australia time. And so I sent you a message. I sent her a message saying, "Hey, these dates are wrong. I think you should fix it." And you sent back this very playful but kind of condescending message like, "Oh, sweetie, don't think about it too hard. It's that Australia is a day ahead. So, and I have to write again. I read it and I was like, "Am I a fucking idiot?" And I like looked it over and I was like, "Oh, no, she's just not seeing what
No,
I'm seeing."
no.
So I have to write back and be like, "Hey, ding dong, you put that it's happening on fucking July 29th in New York and September 30th." And so she very gracefully was like, "Oh my God, I was high, sorry." But
Yeah.
that's not all.
Yes.
The picture that you put isn't me. That's
What?
Nick from Sumac.
Oh, motherfucker.
So this whole
Yeah.
time, you and I have been sending out a fucking flyer for this show that has Nick from Sumac playing drums. And I've been looking at it for, like, when you sent it, I was like, God, I do not wear white shirts. I have one white shirt that I got
Yeah, yeah,
recently,
yeah.
but I was like, I also never wear a shirt with sleeves when I play drums. Like, I have a total aversion to
Yeah, yeah.
sleeves while I'm playing. And I was like, that must be like a photo of me during sound check or something. And I looked and there was a tattoo in the same place as my tattoo. And I was like, I guess that's fucking me. I don't know. And I got a message from Nick today and he was like, looking
That's
good, buddy.
me.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my fucking God, that's fucking Nick. And I knew, and like, I was looking at the drums. I was like, those are not my
Not my
drums.
drums, yeah.
But I play on other people's
Oh,
drums all the time. But you totally put a picture of Nick from Sumac, which is so perfect.
I don't even
So
know how
fucking
I
perfect.
don't even know how I did that. But seriously, I have no idea. I think I made three versions. I think I made three versions of you, like three different flyers.
Yeah,
So
you
like,
showed me two of them, and I was like, I have to take responsibility too, because you sent me two of them, and I was like, I don't know, they're both pretty cool, and you used the one that
well,
wasn't me.
there was like four, and my housemate was like, "Yeah, that he didn't pick it up. None of us did." And I was like, "He's like, there's four of them." And then I was like, "They're all good. I don't know which one." And in the end, fuck.
You
Well,
chose
there
the
you
one
go.
that isn't actually me. It's so perfect.
I'm a professional.
Oh yeah, me too.
obviously.
Well, I'm me, and I looked at a picture of not me and was like, guess that's me.
That's
Yeah,
me.
so
Oh
it
my
actually
God.
ties perfectly into my own like deep-seated fucking irrational imposter syndrome, where I like there's many things that I'm good at. Like music, I won't even put in this really, but like I'll take my job. I'm really good at my job. I know I'm
Yeah,
good at my job, and
yeah,
I work in New York, and I know for a fact I'm one of the better people at my job in New York, which, would lead me to believe that I'm one of the better people in, around. But I
yeah,
still, every day I show up to work, even though I've been doing this for, 15 years, I'm like, they're going to fucking find me out. They're going to find out that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and they're going to
yeah,
catch me today. Every day. But like, so I don't know if you know, I've been doing these 2 minutes to late night kind of quarantine videos.
yeah.
And my imposter syndrome goes so deep that I was watching a video that I took of myself for that. And I was watching the video of me that I took of myself for that video. And I was like, I can't do that on drums. That's not me. I can't do that. And it's a video I fucking shot of myself doing something that I did. But like my fucking insecurities are so deep that I'm like, somehow these fucking 2 minutes guys doctored the video and made it look like I could do that because I can't do that. So seeing a picture of myself and
As someone
thinking
else.
that, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just
totally gonna
perfect.
go into a shame spiral after this.
You shouldn't, because it's fucking perfect. And there was a part of me that was like, I'm going to bring this up. And she's going to be like, yeah, you fucking idiot. You've been sending it out. And I was fucking with you. And I put a picture of Nick. And also, I make so many jokes about Nick from Sumac as it is
Yeah.
that it was so, what you did was so perfect.
I just can't
It's,
believe that we had four versions and one of them wasn't you and that was the one we chose.
it's perfect. It's so Old Man Gloom. Nobody could have made it up. It's the best.
Well, I'm glad that was intense joy. And
It was so good. But I wouldn't have realized it if Nick hadn't wrote me today and been like, dude, that's me.
I think
So
that's even better that he actually messaged you to say.
yeah, it makes me feel so much dumber and makes me so happy. It's so good. So fucking good.
It's like, come watch my interviewers, not me.
Yeah,
But
well, maybe we should just call Nick and get him and just have him. It would have been even better if Nick had just showed up on the interview and been like, "Hey, what's up, I'm Santos?" And like, but like in a Canadian way, like, "Hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I don't know, I can't do a Canadian accent, sorry."
No, I'm not very good at that either.
Yeah.
I'm not good at accents in general, being Australian. So
Well, that's, you're good at an Australian accent, so that's
yeah,
something.
exactly. Um, all that hilarity aside,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry. That's just made my morning. That's pretty much sums up my whole COVID experience so far.
just things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like just like being like, what did I write again? And having to check things again and like being like, oh
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it's getting
I've been getting like I was telling like friends I've been taking edibles a lot during
yeah.
COVID. And yeah, that might have been, I tend to get sometimes a bit like, oh, yeah, I've got some stuff to do, and then probably shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, I also have been so I've never smoked weed, not once in my life. But I started using like THC tinctures
Yeah,
about 2 years ago, maybe,
yeah,
give or take. And during COVID times, I'm leaning on them so fucking heavily because
yeah,
I just can't turn my brain off. Like I
yeah,
simultaneously can't turn my fucking brain off, but I also am not motivated to do anything. Like the
anything.
first the first 2 months,
Yeah,
I was like, this is fucking great. I was getting so much done. I was doing these crazy house projects, building things. I was killing it. And I was doing music. I was writing songs on my own and, recording full songs and doing this 2 minute stuff and all kinds of
yeah,
shit. And then about 3 months in, maybe 4 months in, I was just like, every night, it's just like,
yeah, yeah.
just
That's
fucking,
it.
and just waiting until it's late enough so I can just take way too much tincture and get so high that I just fucking have to close my eyes. And that's where
Yeah,
I'm at now.
that's where I'm at. Um, so
How
yeah,
long have you been locked down?
um, since like March or whatever, but we're on our second lockdown in my city now, so we're kind
Oh,
of
fuck.
screwed. Yeah, we're in second. Like we opened for 2 weeks and everyone fucked it up, so now we're in second. lockdown again.
Right.
So we've had
Yeah,
everything taken off us again. So
that's
no
fucked.
visitors and like yeah, stuff like that. So it's a bit shit.
Where are you?
Melbourne?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where I'm in New York, and I really foresee that happening. I mean,
Mm.
I'm sure you see the news. The U.S. is totally fucked right now, and weirdly, New York was the worst, and now we are one of the more in control places. But there's no way it's just gonna, we're gonna get locked down again. There's no fucking
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah. It's like the more things that get open and stuff, the more people like think, oh shit, it's cool. They
Yeah,
opened this up, so it's cool. Like,
yeah,
and then people just get really lax, and that's what happened here. And so now, yeah, now we're in lockdown two, which is supposed to be 6 weeks, but now they're talking about maybe longer. So it's like,
Jesus
fuck.
Christ.
Yeah, it's really fucked because obviously people can't work, and there is no work. Like loads of people have just like
Right.
lost their jobs. Um,
I'm supposed to start work on Monday, and I'm really excited to start working again, but I'm going into it with so much pessimism, just knowing that
yeah,
I'm going to work for like 3 weeks, and then they're just going to shut us all the fuck down again, and it's just going to
again,
all
yeah.
start over.
So you are
Yeah.
gonna go into work or you're gonna work from home?
I do TV and film work, so there's no
You
working
have
from
to go
home for
in.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
got to do it.
So you have to wear masks as well, or you don't know yet?
They don't. I mean, yeah, there's definitely going to be masks, and they're trying to. It's weird. TV and film, that's one of the things that they just haven't figured out how to do safely yet, and
Mm.
I have no idea. We're not filming anything. It's going to be. I did a really garbage cop show last year, and it got canceled during COVID. If your show is so fucking shitty, you get canceled during COVID, your show is fucking bad. So yeah, that shit was trash. And so we're gonna basically they left they left all the sets up being like, this is the best show ever. We're definitely coming back for season two. Not happening. So now we're gonna go in and tear all the sets down. So that's a little bit different. I don't I don't know how they're gonna transition to actual filming. So it's I have no idea how they're gonna do it.
it's really strange because so many people needed on set
Yeah, it's
and
like
like all the
75 to 150 people
yeah,
in one fucking tiny room in New York City. It's
yeah,
crazy.
exactly. How you gonna do it? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like that's what happened here. People went to work for a week and a half and then got sent home.
Great,
So
great.
yeah, but I don't know. America seems to be kind of a little more lax on it, so you never know. You might get a little longer.
Well, we're a little dumber, so
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
it's
I saw the Florida thing and like all that, and I was like, whoa.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Texas, it's so fucked.
Hmm.
It is so fucked. I took my daughter to a pool today, like a public pool, and there's all these crazy guidelines that they have set up. And as we got there, the line was crazy because everybody's spaced out, and they're only letting you in with a certain amount of people, and blah blah blah. There's this whole protocol for it. But the thing that was shocking to me was just how many fights were breaking out. There were so many police, there were so many
Wow.
parks employees, and it was just constant battles with every single person in line being like, put your fucking mask on, put your mask on, put your mask on. And people would like be like, fine, I'll put it on, and they'll put it on. And then the cop would like walk away and they'd be like, fuck this mask and take it off. And it's just like, and then the cop would come back, and it was happening to like multiple groups in the line the whole
Yeah,
time we were
yeah.
there. I was just like,
Just
Jesus
put it on,
Christ.
man. Just leave it on.
Put it the fuck on if you want to go swimming. If you don't want to wear the mask, stay the fuck home. Don't go swimming. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
it's
Well, they
it's
just they just brought in mandatory ones here. So
oh
it's
really?
a
That wasn't a
yeah.
thing before?
No, it was like a you should be wearing one, but like
Right.
you didn't get like penalized. Now you get a $200 fine
Yeah.
every single
Okay.
time you get caught with that one. So yeah, so we're just seeing all these crazy videos like what we've seen in America happening here
Yeah.
now. Like
Oh yeah.
where people are fighting with the like employees and stuff and being like, I'm not wearing one, it's my right.
Yeah. The political discourse on masks is just it's exhausting and so
Oh,
stupid. It's so
it's just so
fucking
idiotic.
stupid.
It's like, do we
Uh,
really need to go on about this? Like, it's just a bucket. Put it on. Shut up. Move
yeah. If
on.
everybody just did it and just whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they suck. They suck. But I was gonna say I was listening. I was actually listening last night um, to I think it was Light of Meaning, and I
Hmm.
was like, "Fuck!" I was like listening to it, and I was
Yes.
like, I mean it in a good way, but also like it was like.
Yeah, I'm waiting for what that fuck means. I can't, I'm really anticipating some context. I listened to
um,
your record, and I was like, fuck.
I
Anyway,
was
sorry,
like,
go ahead.
I was like, this is like so. It feels like so COVID. I feel like I'm just like it was like, oh my God, this is like kind of this is kind of what how it feels like in this weird
Yeah.
way. Like
Well,
just
that's curious, or like it's interesting to me because obviously my perspective on the record is completely slanted and skewed. So yeah, why? Tell me why you
I
think it's
don't know.
like a COVID
There's
appropriate album?
there was like just there was just like a lot of the samples and like um yeah and like the so much of the samples and the back noise and the abrasiveness kind of like really felt like this is kind of what it feels like being trapped, like being like kind of this caged thing, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
at the
right.
moment. And like it kind of like I was like this is kind of what I think my brain, like my frustration in my brain about all this shit would sound like, sonically, if I could do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If I
totally.
switched it on.
Well, not to like transition into just the darkest shit that we could possibly talk about, but it's I mean, when we made that record, we were in a place of like our world just totally drastically changing for the four of us, you know? Like our
Mm,
world was a certain way and there were certain things we couldn't imagine happening, and then we lost Caleb and our world was completely different in so many ways, and in a very dark way and in a very, visceral, real way. We were using music and each other to try to find our way through it. And I
yeah,
think that's what everybody's doing right now. Everybody's in this really dark place of uncertainty and fear and so much unknown, and everybody's just trying to find their fucking way through it because it's completely unprecedented. We don't know, anybody alive right now doesn't know how to deal with this. It's totally new
yeah,
for all of us.
yeah.
Uh, and the experience that we had in our band was very new also. And it actually, very directly makes sense to me that you kind of heard that, because that's what we were going through when we made it.
Yeah, there's like a loss and a there's a loss and like frustration and like a almost like yeah, there's a anger and like trying to
Yeah.
deal with something and trying to move past something, but not. Yeah, like you can really feel that, like in the album, and even
Yeah,
in the the two, because two came out obviously at the
yeah,
same time, and I think both albums you can hear it, but more so I found in the Meaning one,
yeah,
I
interesting.
felt much more like, oh, like it was
Right.
more like you could feel that emotional drainage coming
Yeah.
out, like more.
It's funny, and it's interesting to hear that. And these records, more than any other record in the past, I'm very tuned in and like curious about people's experience with it, because they are very, specific and focused on our experience, and
Mm,
we've never made records like this before. Um, and so for me, my experience with these songs was in one giant dump when we recorded them and mixed them, and then I just had them, so I had them for so long before they came out. So I don't really know them as like Light of Meaning, Darkness of Being necessarily. It's all just one big jumbled mess in my brain.
yeah, yeah,
So other people's experience of them as two separate albums is, I'm really interested in it. And
yeah. Because
and
one,
weirdly, people have had very different experiences with the record and think that the two records, and
mm,
they're very separate for them.
yeah, you can kind. I feel like you can see that they're like a chapter moving
Yeah,
through to another chapter, but the emotional output is seems very different on both.
right.
Like I feel like
Yeah,
the other one feels so much more dire and like that's so, like it's almost Like everything is so raw, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean that part was, I mean the sequencing and the splitting them up and naming the albums what they were. I mean, it was all very calculated and deliberate, but it's more just my own limited brain power to separate them into the two records, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I just had listened to them so much before they came out as one big mess. So,
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, The Darkness of Being is definitely it's a lot darker and it's a lot heavier and a lot less uh, there's a lot less hope in it. I mean, I guess there's a
Hmm.
few songs like Love is Bravery that's very kind of like more positive, and In Your Name, I think, even though it's pretty heavy, that song, the
Yeah,
lyrics, it still has a little bit more of a light and celebrating Caleb's life aspect to it. But
yeah.
yeah, Light of Meaning definitely is, I don't know, it definitely feels more uplifting.
Yeah, yeah. And then like I think, there's parts in the other that are like very somber. Like it's almost like coming to terms with,
Yeah,
like rather than the aggressive like get it out, like
right.
why how did this happen? What's type thing. Because I
Yeah,
mean,
I wonder, I mean, I can't recall why we made Light of Meaning Seminar 8 and Darkness Seminar 9. It almost, as I'm having this conversation with you right now, I'm like, huh, it might have been a little bit better to have the darkness first and then the positivity as 9, but I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
no, no, but I think like it's sort of almost like I don't know, it kind of goes up. I feel like it kind of relates to life in a little bit. Like there's that light kind of like the melancholia and the like shock and the like all of that of losing somebody. You kind of there's an ambivalence and a like, part to it, and then the anger comes sort of later. So it kind of makes sense as
That's
well.
true, actually. You're right. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely my experience. That was definitely my experience in my mourning of Caleb. Where it was, I definitely got angry at certain points
Mm.
later on, which I
Yeah,
think is pretty normal. But
yeah,
yeah, that's a good point. I think that's true. So maybe we did it just right. We nailed it.
exactly. You did it in the right way. I think you did. I think you did. I was like, yeah, like going through listening to them both one after the other. Like I definitely felt like, yeah, it was the right flow going from there
Right.
to there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and then I was going to say you also had the little EP that you did as well, which is
Yeah.
Willing Vessel, that
Hmm.
was all donations and stuff.
Yeah. And Storm in Our Eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, as well. And you can still buy them. They're on, I think, Sidge Records on Bandcamp if people want to get those.
Yeah,
Um,
and those are actually the first songs that those two songs are the first songs that Steve wrote with us.
yeah, Steve Brodsky.
So yeah, what a hunk.
So yeah, everyone says that. Um, I only know, obviously, Stephen Brodsky through his work with Marissa Nadler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she's a good friend of mine, and he's been doing those cool covers with her.
Yeah, there's Drone Flower. Is that
Yeah,
no?
yeah,
Yeah, is it? Okay, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They
Um,
did, yeah, they did like an epic cover of one of my favorite songs.
which
um,
one?
Estranged by Guns N' Roses.
Oh, weird. They did that,
It's so good,
and
so
one
good.
of your favorite songs is Estranged.
I'm sorry, but it really is. And
Man,
it's
of
like,
the trilogy, I don't know. That's a weird one. That
I
was the
know
one with
it
like the
is.
fucking computer animated dolphins, right?
Yes, that was the one where he spent more money than like anyone ever had ever spent on a film clip. Yeah. Where he
Wow.
went he went swimming with dolphins and none of it made sense. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's actually if you strip it down, it's a fucking great song. Like and me and Marissa have been talking about this for years, like well, yeah, years about how great this song was, like that we both loved. And if you made it darker than it was, how great it would be.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's exactly what she did. And it's a way better song. Like, I think so many people would listen to it and think it's a great song, and then you tell them it's Guns N' Roses, and then they'd be embarrassed.
So you think the cover is better than the original?
Almost, yeah. I like
Huh.
them both. I like them both. Like, I'm
I
not
don't.
gonna
I'm not
lie.
sure I've heard their cover of it, and I know for a fact I haven't listened to Guns N' Roses version in like probably since it was on MTV in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
'90s.
No, you should listen to their version because yeah,
All right, I'll
it
check it
is
out.
really good. Because I think that like a lot of people will like be fans and listen to it, and if they never listen to Guns N' Roses, they won't even know that it's them.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, "This is a rad song," and then you'll be like, "Ha ha ha ha, it's Guns N'
Yeah, like
Roses." But
I
they
I
did
go ahead.
keep going. No, you
No, no, no,
go.
you. No, no,
I was just
you.
gonna
No, you.
say they did a funny I shouldn't say funny because it's not meant to be funny, but they did uh oh, is it Phil Collins and someone else? Like the covers they've chosen are really great.
Oh
They
yeah, they
covers,
did In the Air Tonight, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
ones that you
And they
would have
did like More Than Words
more than
and
words, yeah, yeah.
there was another really weird one they did. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah.
I'm
I
like
I
now,
went on a kick. I went on a kick like it was like 3 years ago where I for some reason listened to November Rain like on the way to work. And then I got sent into this fucking spiral of just obsessing about November Rain
yeah,
and
yeah,
listening to it like oh, I don't know if you have this, but where you just listen to a song over and over and over again. And like I've heard November Rain 7,000 times in my life, but for some reason, just on this subway ride one day to work, I was just like, what the fuck is like that feeling when you hear something and it kind of scares you a little bit, and that November Rain did that to me where I was like, whoa, 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 what is this? And I just listened to it and I obsessed. And I remember I went to work and I was talking to my friend Ben about it, and I was just like, dude, you really need to listen to November Rain. There's a lot in there. There's a lot to unpack in November Rain. And he still to this day calls me November Rain, which
that's
is
so
the best
funny.
nickname ever, but it's like a nickname of one person just because of this. But I went down like a couple week wormhole of just obsessing about November Rain. I
Yeah. Oh
fucking
my
love that
God.
song.
So do I. I love that song. And like
And Don't
the
Cry is amazing too. Don't Cry is one of my
oh,
favorite songs of all
best
time.
ever. Not the alternative though, the original.
Not the fucking alternative version. No, come on. The
No.
alt lyrics.
Mm.
Yeah, no, the
No, the
original. And that's
original.
one I've thrown that on so many mixtapes. Don't Cry, it's the fucking best. But you're
It's
telling
such
me
a
out of November Rain, Don't Cry, you choose Estranged out of all of them? That's
no, I
bonkers.
love them all, but for one reason, Estranged always stuck with me because it was like I'm kind of a I don't know. I it kind of felt how I felt at the time, and I hadn't heard anything like that before. I think when it came out,
Yeah.
like at that time, I was like, I don't know, 12 or 13. And I don't think I'd really, yeah. And that, for some reason, that song just, yeah, I came obsessed with it. But also November Rain.
November fucking
I
Rain.
wanted to wear that dress when I got married.
You,
And
you
like,
wanted to invite Ricky Rackman to your wedding?
and like have that amazing, I mean, the film clips, like no one will ever make film clips like Guns N' Roses did, ever.
No.
I mean, they're ridiculous, they're over the top, but they're amazing.
And
If I,
nobody would ever put a domestic abuse in a video just for
oh,
fun and
yeah,
now
yeah,
again too. That was
yeah.
especially someone who actually got like arrested for domestic abuse.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I was like, maybe you put that in there because it like really happened,
I
but
don't know.
didn't like thought he was being like I don't know, sort of like real about putting it in there, but then didn't quite
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know,
It's a thing
weird.
that I feel like happens where celebrities do shit and then they just are so untouchable, then they just like make art about what they did just as like a hyper confident like fuck you. So what? I'm leaning into this and what can you say to me, And it
Yeah,
it
yeah.
almost had that vibe. I felt that way about Louis CK too, where it was like
Oh my God.
on his show where
Yeah.
he was doing things and I was like, you are actually that person.
You
So
are, yeah.
you're that fucking person and you're like putting this in your show like isn't this so fucked up, but you actually do that, and he knew he did that, people knew he did that, and he put it in his
Yeah.
show and everybody accepted it and like made the show and put it out, and until he finally went down, nobody
Mm.
did really call him on it, and now you watch his show and it's just like
Oh, yeah,
like
now it like
oh
it's all like yeah.
yeah.
Woo. Every single thing you watch, you can pick it
And he
up
has red hair,
immediately.
just like Axel. Maybe this is a fucking red-haired celebrity thing. These motherfuckers.
Well, we usually say what do you call it? We usually say ranger, which I told a friend
Whoa,
of
whoa, whoa,
mine.
what? Ranger?
Yeah.
Wait, spell that. I'm sorry.
Ranga.
Oh, Ranga. All right.
Yeah. So well, can you imagine? We like to shorten everything. What do you think it's short for?
Ragnarok? Mm,
I wish it
uh,
was. No,
raincoat. Raincoat. It's raincoat. No, I don't know.
orangutan.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that's one of many slang words we use for redheads. Another
Yeah.
one is because yeah, I've got a really good friend who is in a really awesome band. I keep trying to get them to come on, but he won't. But I said to him, I was
Once he
like,
sees
you,
me on here, he's probably gonna be like, "Oh, this is legit. I should probably do
yeah,
it."
they should
So
do it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they're just weenie. They don't want to be on camera. They're
Uh,
but yeah, one time I had a field day. We were all very drunk, and I told him he's very red haired, and so yeah, I unleashed every single slang word on him ever in the history, and he loved it. He was like, "This is the best ever. I'm going home with every one of these." But yeah,
he wrote them all down.
the other one was blood nut, which he loved a lot.
Blood nut?
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
yeah, because yeah, I don't know, Australia.
I
I
mean,
think
I get
every
it. I get the reference, but did you know Louis
yeah,
C.K. is Mexican? I don't. A lot of people don't know that. He's like one of
yeah,
those
I
weird
heard
red-haired
that. Yeah,
Mexicans.
yeah.
You know, it's funny. I didn't, and maybe this is like a weird racist dog whistle. As a Mexican, I never heard anything about Louis C.K. being Mexican. And then once he went down, there was a bunch of articles
It
where it
was
was like
like now
Mexican
he's
American
Mexican.
Louis C.K. did this fucked up thing. I was like, you fuckers.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was white. He was white until this happened, and now
yeah.
he's like,
He was
oh,
he was a
Browntown did this.
yeah yeah. He was like a white redhead, the worst kind of white you can be.
Yeah, he was like, and then all of a sudden he did something fucked up, and he's like, nope, he's one of the Mexicans. So
Yeah,
that's
he's
why this
he's
happened.
Mexican. This is why. Yeah, it's the same with when Australia, when something goes good, we claim everyone back. Like
Right.
it's like, oh yeah, they want to think, yeah, oh, yeah, they're Australian. They haven't
Right.
lived here. They haven't lived here for 30, 40 years. No, no,
But
they're
then
Australian.
Mel Gibson, you guys like, no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
you
no,
keep
no,
it.
no, no. You
He's
can
all
have that
yours,
one. Yeah,
United
yeah,
States.
yeah. I think we gave him one away a very long time ago. As
Yeah,
soon as he started like, yeah, going nuts and spouting crazy, crazy town,
crazy fucking
we were like,
anti-Semitic.
you,
Yeah.
yeah, you can have that guy. Yeah, definitely not ours. But yes, but Guns N' Roses. I mean, the dude. I hate to say it, if he went back on drugs maybe and like got rid of the bad hair, lost all that weight, I'd be down to see them again. Get the little shorts out.
I actually haven't really seen, I think I saw a little bit of footage. Like, can he do it? Does he sound like himself?
Not as good, no. Like it's because he's not in shape. Like so
Right.
remember the old school run around and do the thing with the mic stand and all
Oh
that
yeah,
fun stuff.
the white spandex. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, like all that. Like he can't do that and sing now.
Right.
Whereas before it was like all a part of the thing. I mean, I remember being a kid and watching the film clip to him do the cover of "Knocking on Heaven's Door." I
Yeah.
watched that live film clip like 50,000 times. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, and I
Yeah.
thought I thought Slash was the shit tits because he had a double guitar and he could also play like smoke a cigarette at the same time.
Yeah.
And
That's one of those weird 80s things
yeah,
that like
and
you
sit
don't
in
see
those
anymore.
jeans
Yeah,
and
oh, like the
sit
leather pants?
the
Yeah.
jeans that were so tight that the buttons didn't even do up. So both him and Duff used
Right.
to wear the like top three buttons undone like this with just a belt tightened. I was like, how are
Yeah.
you even walking?
Yeah. I mean, that's
And
how
then
my
they're
jeans are, but
sitting.
just 'cause not in a cool way, just in like I'm fucking old and I still have the same pants that I had 15 years ago and they don't fit anymore.
These are pants that I think it takes five people to get off. Like they're so tight. But yeah, it was that whole 80s like and then it exploded into the 90s when yeah, when everyone was spending heaps of money on video clips and stuff, I guess.
Right. I
And
wonder,
all
like, why don't people smoke? Like, you never see people with cigarettes on guitar strings anymore. Like it was so common in
No.
the 80s, and now
Yeah.
it's like
I think
I don't
it's because
know.
it's a ban. It's like banned everywhere, probably. Like
Right.
most venues don't allow you to smoke.
There's
So
something really there's when I watch those old video clips, I get sad where I'm like watching Eddie Van Halen and I'm like, "Damn, man. You can't even make it through a song without needing to smoke? That's fucked
yeah,
up. Like, let
yeah,
alone a set.
yeah,
Like, you should be able to play your set and then after your set be like, that was great, you know? But these
yeah,
guys couldn't
yeah,
get through a fucking song without like refueling the
yeah. Like
cigarettes.
constant. Yeah, like constant,
Yeah.
constant, constant. Yeah, I used to be like, how is he doing that? I was never a cigarette smoker, but I was always like, he'd just be playing that solo and like
And how did Slash's hair never catch fire? Also, that's another weird thing.
never, never, ever. No, I know, and his hair still looks amazing now.
Yeah, he's real
Like,
beefy, but like in kind of a cool, kind of hot old man way.
yeah,
Not in
him
an
and
Axl way.
not in an Axel way. No, him and Duff have maintained like old man rock looking good. But
Well,
yeah,
Duff
Axel,
has that like heroin addict body, like where he did so much heroin that his body will not retain weight
it just won't
anymore.
go. Yeah,
Which I mean is kind of appealing. Now that I'm cracking 40, I'm like, huh, maybe heroin and like slim down a little. I don't know. But
yeah, yeah.
the choice of cornrows for Axel is a weird one too. Like, where the fuck did that come from?
I know. It's like
Who is
who
letting
told
him go
him?
out of the house? Yeah, it's fucked up. Like he has to bring somebody on tour to do those, like to maintain those
To
cornrows.
maintain. Yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
feel
and
like he has
the cornrow
to.
person is probably like stoked because they're probably getting paid. But I don't
Yeah,
know. There
yeah.
has to be somebody else who has to realize how bad it is.
I feel like he just sits in a big house somewhere on his own, and he's like lives in this really weird world, like where everyone just says everything that he says is great, and
Right, right.
he's like, I'm gonna blah, 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 and they're like, that's great, and like, so his house is probably just fucking scary and full of Axl Rose memorabilia,
And like weird
and
cornrows that fell off, just like stapled to the wall. That's what I like.
yeah, and a picture of him with the dolphin. Like, 'cause, I mean, come on, this is the guy who had his very own like pumps. You know, he had the
Right.
Axel pumps. Like that's like the beginning of music and commerce, I guess, was really
Right. The
that
axle
era.
pumps.
Yeah, and then he had a hat. Then he had the Axel hat, and like, but the
I
Axel
don't remember the
pumps. That
axle
was
hats. What was the axle hat?
he had like just a hat that had
Oh, did
Axel
it
Lee
just say
walking
axle
from
on
it.
it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. I do
And I don't know
remember
who
that.
made that for him, but like, but I mean, the thing that was the thing was those bloody pumps. Like, it was like
Right.
the guy has his own Axel pumps. What is this shit? This is next level. Like,
He's a fucking genius. He was way ahead of everyone. You know, if only he had thought of like Beats by Dre instead of axle pumps, he'd be a fucking billionaire. So
yeah,
I, at some point last, or it was like, I don't know when it was. It was a few years ago. I worked on the show. I don't, do you guys have Broad City over there? Have you heard of Broad
yeah,
City?
yeah.
So I worked on Broad City. That was a show I did, and in the last season, I did a bunch of seasons. And in the last season, they were like having the crew be in episodes, like have small parts. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did one. I was in one of the episodes, and
I
I was
finished it all. I
basically
wonder which one it was.
well, I didn't. It didn't make the cut. The whole scene was cut, unfortunately. So I fucking got
Sorry,
cut.
sorry, guy. You suck.
Yeah,
You're
I
out.
know. They were like, "Yeah, we thought we liked you, but the whole thing is like I was supposed to be Alana's like I was interviewing or Alana was interviewing me to live in her house and I really wanted to have cornrows. I was like, guys, I really want cornrows for this scene. And the hair person was like nobody was listening to me. They were like, we're not giving you corn you're on you're this is like a fucking 3 minute scene. We're not giving you cornrows. And I was like, no, but like seriously, like the white girl on vacation in the Caribbean with her
Yeah,
family, you know, like just those side cornrows that they go back to junior high with and like leave them in. I wanted those. I wanted like just cornrows to here coming down. And I wanted a whole backstory, like where I met a Tinder date in Bermuda and like it didn't work out. I don't know. But nobody would do it. So I'm still waiting for those like side cornrows. So if anybody out there maybe wants to give me
go to
some side
Bali.
cornrows.
Go to Bali. That's where it all happens. They all come
Oh
back
yeah.
with the terrible, terrible.
See, I think of it as like you know, going to Santos Resort in Jamaica, like with your Midwestern family, and that's when you get like the side cornrows.
Yeah, yeah. It's just oh
Fuck, I would have put on side cornrows for this interview if I you know known it was gonna go this way, but you know, my
damn.
kid is only 3 years old; she can't do cornrows yet, so
Yeah, you need it. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I reckon I'd look absolutely ridiculous with cornrows, but you know, I mean, no one looks more ridiculous than Axel, so if he can do it,
Yeah, if Axel can
it's
pull it
like,
off.
yeah. But so when I mean, obviously you liked Guns N' Roses because they're amazing.
Yeah, who
But like,
doesn't? What kind of fucking monster doesn't like Guns N'
I
Roses?
think people who say they don't like them are just fibbers. Like they're
Yeah.
trying to be cool and be like, no, I never liked that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it's really, really good. Everybody in Guns N' Roses besides Steven Adler is really, really good.
Yeah, yeah,
And I mean, even Steven Adler, like, there's a charm to it. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He definitely wasn't the one up the front getting the lay days though.
no,
He
and
was just
he's real fucked up now. He's actually kind of like sad fucked up.
yeah, he is,
But
yeah. I remember reading about that.
yeah.
Um, so what else were you listening to, like growing up and stuff?
Growing up, so I had an older brother, and he was 4 years older than me, and he was like, well, even beyond that, I had some uncles that were like younger uncles, but
Hmm.
still older than us, and so they were like really into Black Sabbath and all those kind of like classic rock, Van Halen, Black Sabbath, that kind of stuff. So we were lucky to get into that stuff young because of our uncles. But my brother got really into metal, in the early 80s. And
Yeah,
so then of course I did. And so my mom gave me Pyromania for Christmas in 1983,
yeah.
and it was like I was 6 years old, 6 or 7, and that was like my first album, and I had it on LP, and I would listen to it on my little plastic record player, the one you'd like read
Yeah.
books to. I'd listen to Pyromania, and I remember listening to Rock of Ages just over and over and over again, and just like obsessing about it.
Yeah.
So it was like that kind of 80s metal, and then we got into Iron Maiden, but I mean, this was like I was like 8 years old and really into Iron Maiden. Actually, I was just telling a friend of mine that we used to take these weird trips to Juarez, Mexico, because it
Yeah.
was not far. It was like a 6 hour drive or something from Santa Fe, and that was an exotic vacation. So we could go to Juarez and just drive over the border, and then just like stay in a shitty hotel. It's not a beach town or anything. It's like a shitty border town in the desert. But to us, it was so exotic because you could go and buy tequila for like $5,
Yeah, yeah.
and like it was really cheap. So we'd take these family trips to Juarez, and I took this one trip with my family, and we went to this like weird kind of flea markety mall, and we fucking beelined to where we knew we wanted to be, which was the guy that sold switchblades and throwing stars. And I bought a fucking switchblade. My mom gave me like $20, as our spending money for the trip, and I bought a switchblade at like 6 or 7 years old. I bought a, and the guy was just like, "Sure, here's your switchblade, kid." But I also on that trip bought Power Slave on
Yeah.
cassette. And I remember getting in my grandma's Ford Escort in the parking lot of this Juarez mall and looking at Power Slave, and all the song titles were in Spanish and all the liner notes were in Spanish, and I started crying. I was just like, "Great, it's in fucking Spanish. I can't listen to this." But it obviously was not in Spanish. Um, but that was like one of my first cassettes was Power Slave,
Yeah.
and so then we listened to a lot of metal, a lot of that like 80s metal, and in probably I was in sixth grade, so my brother was in like eighth or ninth grade. He got into like the early earache death metal.
Hmm.
And oh, we were also completely Danzig obsessed. That whole
Oh,
like we were
yeah.
into the Misfits and
Yeah,
Danzig. We
yeah,
were
yeah.
we walked to the record store to buy Danzig when it came on the day it came out in 1988. We like when the
Yeah.
record store opened, we went in and bought Danzig, the first album. It was just like we were obsessed with it.
That's one of the best feelings ever, I think, that
I
people
just
can't
realized
kind
I
of.
left my compressor on in my garage. It just turned on. Shit, I think it's been on for like 3 days. Well, uh,
Whoops.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, that's something I feel like the generations today will never get to experience.
I know,
I
like
remember
waiting for a record
running,
store to open. Yeah.
yeah, and then running in like at full speed, like there's gonna be like a fucking bull run. Like you need to get it because
Yeah,
it's
and
gonna
you're
be
literally
sold
the
out.
only one waiting to get in, and you're still running. Yeah, absolutely. I was the same way. For Danzig 1, 2, and 3, I waited the day. Oh no, and 4, I would like the day it came out. I was there when the record store opened to buy it. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
obsessed. Yeah. Same
yeah,
with I remember I was really obsessed with Deicide, and like when the second Deicide record was another one where I just like waited and waited for the record store to open. I just had to have it.
yeah.
Um,
And then you
but
get
yeah,
to the
anyway, so it
town.
like
Sorry.
transitioned to a bunch of death metal, and then I got into more like East Bay kind of Bay Area punk, like Neurosis and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, that was kind of like my teen obsessions.
Session. Yeah. I love how many people cite neurosis always. It's so amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
you
trying
think of an
I am trying to get Scott to come on, but
oh yeah,
yeah, like it is funny how many people, yeah, like always will cite them and neurosis. And it's like
right.
they've had, I think even sometimes probably he doesn't realize the importance or, the
I don't know.
impact.
They have to at this point, right? I
I feel
mean,
he's
it's
so down to earth and like just doesn't
yeah,
even like
right.
he's not a rock star. I don't know. I feel like
It's
it's
so
just a
funny in my
thing that they've
mind. Those
done,
guys are. I don't know if you saw them around the time Through Silver and Blood came out,
Yeah,
but it was. I mean, I had never seen anything like it. Like the first time I had seen them before that, but after Through Silver and Blood came out on that tour, and the visuals were fully realized and all the sounds and everything, and just they were doing all that crazy percussion, and
yeah,
it was revelatory. Like I had never seen anything like that, and nobody had seen anything like that, and it completely changed my musical trajectory, and I know it changed Aaron's musical trajectory, and everyone in our little peer group when around that time. I mean, Souls at Zero is great, but Through Silver and Blood is just like that was it was fucking bonkers. It was so
yeah,
crazy. And they also, at that time, they also went from being this East Bay crusty, super punk band. Through Silver and Blood came out, and then they were touring with Pantera, and then they were on
yeah.
Ozfest, and it was just like, I mean, it was undeniable. Whether you're some crust punk kid in New Mexico or you're fucking, in Sharon Osbourne, like you see that band, and it's just like, oh, this is a whole different thing. This is
Yeah, yeah,
fucking bonkers. Yeah,
yeah,
so that
yeah,
they were totally like formative and totally perspective altering for me and for probably all of us in Old Man Gloom.
yeah, yeah. And then what led you towards drums?
Uh, I so I mean, really, the real story is that I was like I first
No
thought I was gonna play
instruments were
guitar.
left?
Basically, yeah. It's almost no, it's even more ridiculous and depressing than that. But I took guitar class when I was in like I took when I got to junior high. I took guitar class in seventh grade, and I took it for the year, and then I went back for eighth grade, and I took advanced guitar, and then I flunked eighth grade. I did a postgraduate year in junior high, and I did eighth grade again, uh, and I took advanced guitar for the second time, and it was like a month and a half into the school year, or maybe 2 months, and the teacher stopped the class, and she's like, Santos, you have been in this class for 3 years. You don't know how to play anything on guitar. You don't like guitar. You don't know how to play it. And I was just like, yeah, you're right. She's like, you got to go. You just got to leave. And I was just like, okay, I'll go. I mean, my personality has always been like this. So I was like fucking obnoxious and loud
Yeah,
and like totally disrupting her class. But I
yeah.
also was in my third year of guitar and I couldn't play guitar at all. Nothing, none, zero. So I got kicked out of guitar class, and actually, I didn't. I've never thought about it, but I got sent to a creative writing class, which was way more relevant to my life now. But
Yeah, yeah.
uh, so then I just gave up on music kind of completely, like the idea of playing music. And around 17, I had a girlfriend whose name was Mary, and she played drums in a ska band, and her
Oh
parents
God.
bought her. Yeah, her parents bought
I try to
her.
forget that Scar ever happened.
Oh yeah, we've all got a checkered past. It's all there for all of
Ooh,
us. Yeah.
ooh. Yeah,
So she got her parents bought her a new drum set, and she had this really shitty one, and she was like, "Hey, do you just want this drum set?" And I was like, I don't play drums." She's like, "Well, why don't you try?" And I sat down at the drums, and I could do it. Like I could in very remedial way. I could
yeah,
kind of do it. So the once I started like once I actually sat behind drums, I was like, oh, this makes way more sense to me, and that was kind of it. So I started playing much later than a lot of people
yeah.
did. So I didn't start till I was like 17, 18.
Which I think is like, that's kind of normal, but like I find it really weird when people talk about music that like they're like, oh, I started it really late, and it's really not that late when you like we're supposed to be being like kids, you know. I remember I was the same as you doing guitar at like
Yeah.
11 and 12, and like I've only recently just bought a new guitar to start relearning because I gave up because I couldn't be fucked with the theory side of it is what
Right.
bored the shit out of me.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, and then I got pushed into playing drums in a school thing once as well because no one else
Right.
would do drums. But I just didn't, I was never good at reading music or anything like that. But like majority of the people that I've spoken to learned to play a lot later than,
Really.
yeah,
I mean,
it's actually and learn usually self-taught. Like
yeah.
they did some classes, hated it, never went back, and then later
Right.
on self-taught themselves, you know.
Well, I
Um,
mean, most of the guys, like Steve has been playing guitar since he was much younger. Aaron
mm,
started really young too, and I feel like there's something really to that time of like being 14 and you don't have a car and you can't just do whatever you want. And you're kind of just locked in your room and you're obsessed with this thing. And I
yeah,
feel like that's where a lot of that, like the shit that Steve and Aaron can do on their instrument, I'll never do because
yeah,
like at 17, I was already doing whatever the fuck I want. I had a car and I
yeah,
nobody
yeah,
cared what I did and I was like really trying to just kiss everyone I could possibly kiss and like like I was more focused on like trying to just hang out with my friends and make out than focusing on drums. But that
yeah.
time when you are stuck in your fucking room just playing guitar, that's what like that time is so
It's
it's
when
so key
you
to
become
making
that like you become like the math rock guitarist where you're like
exactly.
and it's all
Yeah.
like in there. Yeah, there's like always there's always like plenty of those where you're just like, oh my God, you're making my head spin just think
Totally.
like when they like they just yeah, and there was always those kind of guys who were just
Yeah. I mean,
non-stop.
totally. I wish that I had had that time, but I also, I've never taken any lessons or have any musical theory at all. Like, I was talking to somebody else about this, but I don't understand time signatures. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they mean. I can't count. Steve will sometimes be like, "Oh, I think it's in 3/5 or whatever," and I'll just be like, you just got to play it for me, and then I'll just tell me when it starts over and do it a couple times and I'll figure it out, and like
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
it. I don't If somebody tells me what time signature something's in, I'm like, I don't know what that means.
yeah,
There's a
yeah,
part of me now at 42 years old who like I really want to take some drum lessons and just
yeah.
sit in a room with somebody who knows what they're doing so they can just be like, "Oh, you're doing that so wrong,
Yeah.
and this is why your fucking body hurts all the time."
Mm,
Because I'm like getting old and everything just hurts now.
hurts.
And I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that I do things in such a terrible way, but
yeah,
I've
yeah.
never been shown the right way.
The right way. Yeah, that seems to
Yeah.
be really common with drummers. I know there's a certain way to hold the sticks, and if you don't do it a certain way, you can get like really bad like I don't know arthritis or rheumatitis or something in your wrists.
Yeah.
And then
I
like yeah,
There's no way I hold them right. There's no fucking way I hold them right.
yeah, it's amazing like how many people don't know because I remember yeah, like hearing a story of a friend who been playing professionally for ages, and then had to quit because her wrist was so bad from the 15 years of playing
Oh
wrong.
God.
Like,
Yeah.
'cause they started playing when they were 12 or whatever,
Right.
and and they'd always been playing, and no one had ever shown her the right way to hold the wrists or the do the drum. It's kind of you
Yeah.
did it the way how it felt comfortable for you. So
Well,
yeah, it is.
and I watched all those Danzig home videos too. And if you watch Chuck Biscuits play drums, he plays from his shoulder. Like he doesn't even use his forearms or his wrists. He's like
Yeah,
playing from
yeah,
his
yeah.
fucking
Uh,
shoulder. And I like thought that was the right way to do it,
yeah.
And it is not the right way to
No,
do
no,
it.
because it's like ah. But yeah, I think
Yeah, it's
that's
fucking
a part of
crazy.
the drums is it's like it's such a primal like thing that people just get on there and they go any way that they know, that feels right for them.
Totally.
But like, yeah,
Totally.
then you see like crazy drummers and you just like, fuck yeah, now. Like I was saying the other day, like I worked on a Metallica Slipknot tour thing, and it got cancelled because of the alcohol drug issues
Oh,
from
right. James went to
yeah,
rehab, right? Yeah.
yeah, so it got cancelled. And yeah, and I had to listen to that new Slipknot album like 5,000 billion trillion times. And
Yeah.
and I was like, the drums on that album are the whole album. Like,
On the Slipknot album?
yeah, the
Yeah,
drums are
Jay
so
is fucking
fucking
bonkers.
good. Like, I was just like, I can't even hear anything except the drums on when I listen to it. I'm just like, I'm blown away by how good these drums are. Like, I was just like,
Yeah.
and I kept like saying to the like everyone in the office and like the promoter and stuff, like the fucking drums, the drums, like, and they then like they all just thought I was going crazy because I was just listening to it on repeat, and I'm like, the drums, like, listen to
Yeah.
this, you know. Like, have you listened? Have you listened yet? You know, like, but yeah, like that's nuts. Drums. Like
Yeah,
I was just like,
Jay is
whoo,
fucking crazy. But actually, I think from what I understand, Jay started a little bit late also.
yeah,
I mean, I know his dad is Max fucking Weinberg, but I don't think he
yeah,
took to the drums like really young. I think he started kind of later in his teens.
yeah. I think he did as well. Yeah, but he's like, I mean, he's probably got a bit of it in his genes, and it probably doesn't
Yeah,
help.
well, yeah.
And it doesn't
Yeah,
help that his dad could probably have helped him as well when he needed help.
totally,
Like, so,
totally.
he definitely had that. But I mean, yeah, he's a machine. Like, he makes that album. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
if I wanted to forge checks professionally, I would be amazing at it because my dad was amazing at it, and it's in my genes to be a complete fucking scumbag check forger. So unfortunately, I didn't choose that. I chose drums, and so you
damn it.
know.
The things we do, man. The things we
I
do.
know the choices we make. I mean, it's not too late. I could start forging checks right now. I mean, honestly.
I still think it's hilarious that Americans have checks.
Wait, whoa. Are you telling me
No, no
Australians
one
don't have
writes.
checks?
We don't write checks for shit. What are we writing a check for? Like, why? We have internet
I just wrote a
banking.
check literally yesterday. I wrote a check.
That's amazing. Why? I
Yeah.
just don't understand why
It's
this
it's a
exists.
weird thing where with like certain bills you just have to fucking write. I mean, it's not like I'm going to the supermarket and like
And
buying
writing a
groceries
check.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
No, that's not
yeah.
happening. But you definitely still have to like pay bills and, things with
That
checks. It's
Yeah,
fucking
it's
weird.
insane. Like, we don't use checks at all. The only thing that you would write a check for, and you don't even need a checkbook. Like, people don't even have checkbooks anymore. Like, if someone pulled a checkbook out, I think everyone would fall over and laugh. Like, it'd just be
Yeah.
like, what? But like, when you move into a new house and you have to give them like the security deposit, so
Yeah.
yeah, you have to go to the bank, and they make a check for you
Oh,
from
that's
your
not see,
money.
that's way more annoying
It is,
than just like
but you only do it like once every 4 years. Like, you never write a
right.
check for anything else. Like, so
So you're telling me
all
Australians don't have checks and they don't move except for every 4 years. This culturally, this is really weird to me.
yeah, well, because you've got to be the person who's like the one that's moving into the place. So yeah, if you've got like other people, then you're just shifting money between each other.
Right.
So you're just
Wait, so
transferring
but how do you pay rent? Do you not have to give your landlord a check for rent?
internet. It's
You
all
pretty much exclusively in the States, you have to write checks for your rent unless you have like a
no.
weird, creepy landlord who wants cash, which
No,
is very common too.
all of ours is internet banking. So
Wow.
all of our bills, all of our yeah rent, everything just goes like we have a thing called like BPay, but basically it's like you have a biller code and a reference number, and you just do it from your bank account, like you just
Yeah.
transfer it. Yeah, so everything is like that. Um,
Wow. You
you
guys are really
never,
living in the future. I mean, you're a day ahead.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
September 30th over there, so,
Yeah, yeah. I kind of we skipped a few months there. I love that it's also my birthday, that I actually wrote my birthday.
yeah, that's amazing. That's pretty awesome.
Um, we're getting a little
It's Nick's
warm.
birthday. It's Nick from Sumac's birthday too, interestingly.
Oh, there you go. That's
It's
maybe
not
that's
true.
why we. No, you damn
Not
it.
true.
Would have been amazing because of the photo. Anyway,
Yeah.
um, we're getting a little warning. But do you want to keep chatting?
Sure.
All right,
What do I
cool.
need to do?
I'll just hang up and call back, and then you just
Okay.
join in again.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Bye.